Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about Rick Grimes possibly dying in Season 8. Now, my regular subscribers will know that I normally do not discuss articles that I would find clickbait. However, there's a lot of fans out there that just aren't really aware of Rick being the main character. Maybe they don't believe it. Me personally, maybe I believe it too much to a fault that they can't get rid of Rick Grimes. But the fact of the matter is, if the actor, for whatever reason, definitely wanted to leave, yes, they could kill him off. I personally believe that that is the only way they would kill him off. It just doesn't fit the story. It would interrupt the flow in such a terrible way if they killed off Rick Grimes in Season 8. No matter, even if they started right from the first episode and they started developing the story to flow on without Rick Grimes, I think a lot of people don't realize how he is the glue holding everything together story-wise. And it would take a while. The story would feel like a choppy mess without the leader as far as a nice, even flow. Besides, who would we follow? Would we follow all of them? I don't know. It feels like it would just fall apart after that. But let's focus on the main quote that Scott Gimple, the showrunner, said about Rick, and this is what everyone is pulling from when they make these articles that they know tons of people will click on. I'm getting this from Movie Pilot. I'll leave the link in the video description, where it says, during a TV interview with TV Line, Gimple revealed that Rick will suffer any loss, even his own life, to give his people and other people the life that they should live, where the world belongs to all of them and not just one person, a real life. That's the only choice, so he is willing to face the losses. Now, I find it just insane that anybody in their right mind would make an article and say that Rick Grimes is going to die in Season 8 based off of this alone. It's almost insulting. I know Movie Pilot looks like they did it. It also looks like comicbook.com did it. No real surprise there with those guys. But there's a number of people who did it. Is Rick going to die? The Walking Dead showrunner hints. OK Magazine, it looks like the Metro. So okay, a lot of people are using this as clickbait. So let's discuss it. We've already talked briefly about how it will mess up the flow. Why would this character die? Story-wise, again, I feel like it would mess up the flow, so it can't be connected to the story. Maybe the actor wants to leave, fine. They would have to kill Rick Grimes off. But with the passion that Andrew Lincoln has, this guy I would be shocked stupid if I heard Andrew Lincoln wanted to leave. Seriously, leave. They might talk about some of the pros and cons, absolutely, being away from family and maybe rough shooting schedules and the heat, whatever they want to talk about, but I would be shocked stupid. Not only that, he got a pay raise, so unless the people behind the show decide they want to boot him out for whatever reason, I'm just not buying it that anyone wants him gone, or the story is moving in the direction where we're going to have the death of Rick Grimes. I just don't buy it. Okay, now that's out of the way, and if you guys want to disagree, you can disagree in the comment box down below, but now let's look at the quote. The quote is just common sense. If you look at Rick at the end of Season 7, that quote is beautiful from Gimple, and it fits the character. Look at Rick at the end of Season 7. He was like, you know what? I'm done. Negan, go ahead. You can do whatever you want. He told Negan, you can do it in front of me. You can bash my son's brains in front of me, and then you can take off my hands. But one way or the other, I will kill you. I will be involved in whatever scheme. I will be involved in whatever plan that ends with you dead. So you are already dead. You just don't know it yet. This is a Rick who is not playing any games. He's not messing around. And I think he was serious. Rewatching that, I think this is a Rick who's very serious. They are ready to die for this cause. Rick, his son, the people at Alexandria, they would rather die than live the way they're living. And you know what? I don't blame him. Listen, this is not a case where it's like, oh, Rick is ready to give up his son. He's going to let his son die. You know, why don't he just go along whoop-de-whoop? They're beaten for shit they didn't do. Any one of them could be killed at any moment in time. Would he rather risk their lives and fight for freedom, or have one day somebody, some savior, because of something stupid, maybe the drop was short, maybe crops got ruined, and they decide to just, you know, shoot his son in the face like they did with Olivia, or I don't know, gut him like they did with Spencer? Would you rather die, you know, being a bitch, or would you rather die fighting? That's kind of where I feel like Rick's mind was at. So that quote by Scott Gimple, it just shows you Rick is past the point of no return. There's nothing he can say. There's no negotiations. There's no sweet talking. There's nothing he can say. Rick is going to fight and willing to lose anything. His life, his son's life, maybe baby Judith's life, Michonne's life. They are going to fight and risk it all for freedom. Bottom line, again, past the point of no return. So in my personal opinion, as a huge, massive fan of The Walking Dead, no, the story would be horrible if Rick Grimes died in Season 8. I don't think it's a good fit. I don't think the actor wants to leave, and as far as what I can tell, the cast and crew, they seem to love each other. I would be, again, shocked retarded if I heard anyone wanted him gone, or if I heard he wanted himself gone, or if I heard they thought it was best for the story. So I feel like Rick is completely safe in Season 8, and I am pretty damn excited to see, you know, that Rick Grimes that we saw at the end of Season 7 in that one episode, in that one moment with Negan. I'm excited to see that for the entirety of Season 8. Oh man, it's going to be off the hook. I cannot wait. Thoughts and opinions in that comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.
Subscribe now.